Hi everyone. In last video we have seen syllabus of company law and administration, and in this video we are going to see about joint stock company, that is introduction part of joint stock company. And in this we are going to see forms of ownership. Businesses has different forms of ownership and ownership options, and meaning and definition of joint stock company, and features of joint stock company. Before going to directly joint stock company, we need to see the different forms or options of ownership is with particular businessman. That is forms of ownership. Different forms of ownership. A businessman has different options to choose in his ownership. The first and foremost simple to establish, that is sole trading. Sole trading, or we popularly call single owner or one man business. Here he invest his money and he get back whatever losses, he take back whatever losses, profits from the particular business. And there are certain limitations is with sole trading, that scarcity of finance and scarcity of human resource, or availability of human resource is very less compared to other forms of businesses. Because of that reason, it has uh, gave birth to one more form of business, that is partnership. Partnership businesses or partnership firms, as you already know, partnership is two or more people come together and invest the money into a business and takes or shares the profits and losses of a particular businesses. Here, compared to here, there is investment little huge, and here the manpower is also available, because two or more persons, more than one person is involved in a business. In that we have different forms of partners, like different types of partners, like active partner, nominal partner, sleeping partner, like this. But here also there are certain limitations, and these limitations gave birth to the joint stock company. Joint stock company, here what happened, due to industrial revolution, and most of the businesses wants to expand their businesses toward the worldwide. For that reason, these are the very lesser volume businesses, and here joint stock company is established to cater into a larger population or a larger market. Or here the main reason is to have bulk businesses, and also the worldwide multinational companies we can call it. So those we will have in this joint stock company. And here also, with these three, we have one more option called cooperative businesses. Cooperative form of business. Here what happens, cooperative form, all these three will have effect on their main concentration is with profit. But here cooperative businesses having only service motto. So service is the main motto of a cooperative businesses. But these, here we will see the profit is a main motto, and customer relation is a main motto. But here service is a main motto. So because of these different forms, these we will have for our study. Our study is regarding joint stock company. Joint stock company, the name itself tells you joint stock company, which is operated in a bigger scale and invested huge money, and there are professionals will handle the. If we see meaning and definition of joint stock company, first we will see meaning definition, that is given by Companies Act 2013. Earlier it was Companies Act 1956. 1956, but now it has amended and altered, and now we call as Companies Act 2013. The definition as per Companies Act 2013 under Section 2, subsection 20 of Companies Act 2013 is just a company is a company which is registered under the Companies Act 2013 or any other previous company laws that we call as the joint stock company. I will repeat. Companies Act 2013 states that a company which is registered under Companies Act 2013 or any other company law, previous company laws, that we call as joint stock company. And if we see the meaning of joint stock company, it is an artificial person, voluntary association created by law, having separate legal entity, perpetual succession, and with a common seal. I repeat, company is an voluntary association of persons created by law, having separate legal entity and separate objective, specific objective, and perpetual succession with a common seal. So those we call as a company. If we see the features of a company, we will get to know the details of the particular company, joint stock company. Features. Features or characteristics. Characteristics of joint stock company. The first feature would be voluntary association. Voluntary association of persons. Here what happens, joint stock company is an voluntary association. Anybody can come and acquire a particular membership. Nobody will force him or nobody will um, enforce or influence to take the membership of a company. It is a voluntary association. Voluntary means ಸ್ವಯಂ ಪ್ರೇರಿತವಾಗಿ ಅವನು ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. Second feature would be artificial person. Artificial person. Company looks like a person, but it is not exactly a person. It is exist in terms of particular law. So it is an artificial person. It has no physical existence, but it has exist in eyes of the particular law. That is what we call as artificial person. It is not real, it is real, that we call as artificial person. Then third thing is spatial or specific objective. Specific or a special objective. Each and every company is established for the specific objective. It may be promotion of art, promotion of education, promotion of sports, or promotion of science. That is a specific objective which is mentioned. These objectives should be mentioned in memorandum of association. We prepare a document to incorporate a company, that is memorandum of association. In that objective clause, we need to mention what are the objectives of a particular company. So each and every company is to be established for a specific objective, for a specific purpose, or to serve a society, or to serve those objectives it will work on. Then fourth objective would be fourth objective would be specific, separate legal entity. Separate legal entity. As we know, company is an artificial person which is created by law. So company is having separate legal entity. It is only exist in the eyes of law, and no member is with the particular company. A member is different and company management is different, and those members will elect certain individuals to look after the businesses, those we call as directors and managing directors, so on, of a business. They will handle a business not directly by the members of a company. That is what separate legal entity. And fifth one is perpetual succession. Perpetual succession. Perpetual succession means company run for a longer time. No matter even the death or insolvency or lunatics or imprisonment of a member will not disturb a company to run its operations. It will go on and on and on. Only the law or by court can intervention and make the winding up procedure of a company. If any person dies, any director dies, or any managing director or auditor or secretary dies, company will not stop their operation. It will run on and on. So company is having a perpetual succession because it is an artificial person. It has no life. It is eternal. Only court can intervene to winding up procedures. That is called perpetual succession. And if we see next one, that is common seal. Common seal. As we know, it is an artificial person and it has no exact person, but somebody is needed to sign and authenticate a particular documents, contracts, or MOUs. So, each and every company will have its common seal. Name is engraved on it. So that is what the company is having a common seal, and somebody is given authority to use these common seals. So each and every company should be having one common seal. If any contract is entered or any uh, MOU is entered, this should be in pasted on that. Then next one is limited liability. Limited liability. If we see a sole trading business or partnership, there we will have a unlimited liability. And here we members will have limited liability. Our ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ limited to shares, or liability is limited by guarantee. Whatever the share amount is paid or unpaid, that is to be the liability of a member, or in limited by guarantee, whatever he guaranteed to give to the organization or a company, that is the liability of a member. So in case of joint stock company, we will have limited liability, or the liability of a member is limited to share amount or guaranteed amount. Then next is Transferability of shares. Transferability of shares. Here, in case of joint stock company, we can have freely transfer of shares from one person to another person. In case of private limited company, we have certain restrictions to transfer, and in case of public limited company, it is very you can freely transfer. There are no restrictions to transfer shares from one person to other persons. That is with relation to transferability of shares. If we see once again, the feature or characteristics of a joint stock company is voluntary association of persons, and one more we have left it here. It is incorporated. Incorporated association. A very important feature of a joint stock company is incorporated association. Each and every company should be incorporated under Companies Act 2013 or any other previous company laws. Then only we can call it as joint stock company. Otherwise, we will not call as joint stock company. So the company's one more feature, very important feature is incorporated. That is registered. Registered. Each and every company is registered with Companies Act or Register of Companies. Then voluntary association. Second one is incorporated association. Third is artificial person. Company is an artificial person created by law. Here the specific objective, each and every company will be having a specific objectives. Separate legal entity, because it is an artificial person created by law, it has separate legal entity. That is, company is different and company's members are different. And next thing is perpetual succession. Even though some member dies, or lunatics of a member, or insanity of a member, or the imprisonment of a member, company will not stop. It will go for a longer period of time. Only court can intervene to winding up a particular company. Then next is common seal. Each and every company need to authenticate those documents. Because of that, there is an authentication is needed. For that authentication, companies will have a common seal. And limited liability. Here, liability of a member is limited to share amount or the guaranteed amount by the particular member. And the transferability of a share is nothing but companies' shares can be easily transferred to one person to another person. In case of private limited company, there are certain restrictions to transfer shares, but in case of public limited company, there are no such restrictions to transfer of shares. And these with relation to features of companies. Today we have seen forms of companies. There are different forms, sole trading, forms of ownership. There are different forms of ownership, sole trading, partnership, cooperatives, joint stock, and meaning and definition of joint stock company, and features of joint stock.